Kingdom.
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy AJ. I'm here with Rage. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We got articles on netskingdom.net. Yo, so today we're going to be talking about Day'Ron Sharpe. Wow. Look at this content, bro. Content all day, man. Day'Ron Sharpe, guys. What is Day'Ron Sharpe's future? Because we've been seeing news that Day'Ron was being on the trade block. The Memphis Grizzlies have been calling about Day'Ron, possible Cavs with Day'Ron. So it's like, where's Day'Ron going to go? We're going to get into that. But first, we're going to talk about Day'Ron's play. So we were there. We've been longtime fans of Day'Ron, and we're going back to the rookie days when we drafted him. We saw that I think Roy Williams, North Carolina, said he's one of the best rebounders in North Carolina history.
See
Day'Ron
multiple
was
players say it as well too. When you
Yeah.
actually get interviews, like it's actually insane. Like people mentioned, if he was there longer, he'd be the greatest
Yes.
North
So
Carolina rebounder of all time.
he gets into the league. We saw glimpses of Day'Ron rebounding prowess. We saw him average a lot of rebounds. We saw him in per 36. But Rage, what do you think went wrong for Day'Ron in his career so far? Like, what do you just think it's an opportunity thing, or it's just his play? If you're looking, I mean, you could also tell us the stats on Day.
Well, I'll first start off with the stats. Just to
Yeah.
start with that. 6.8 points, 6.4 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 57% from the field, 26.7% from three, but obviously didn't take many 3-pointers.
Yeah.
61% from the free throw line, and that's just this past year.
That's this past year. Okay.
Was his best year though? Was his best year? Averaged, He averaged 1.1 more rebounds than he usually does over his career for that
the
year.
minutes per game where that is. Do you have minutes on that? Because
15.1 in the
Mhm.
in his first season he played 12.2, went down to 11.5 the next year and got 15.1 this past year.
Yeah. So it's like with Day, right? Because he was coming off of the year where people were like ready to get rid of Day. I remember the Nets Twitter was in a big like, get this guy off the team. He's bad. Da, 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 da. Like he looked awful at a point. And then he came back this beginning of this year, and I'm gonna read this. This is January 9th. There was an article. This is the article where it says Day'Ron diagnosed with a hyperextended left knee, out at least 2 weeks. So the article says that Sharpe in the month of January, coming off the bench in each of the 4 games, Sharpe averaged 10 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 1.8 assists in 15 minutes per game, recording a double-double in the loss to the Houston Rockets last week. Well, that was January. Lately, he had been leading the NBA in rebounding percentage at over 20%. Sharpe's minutes at the 5 are likely to be divided between, and they had Giles and DFS. So Day'Ron had that streak in the month of January, in the beginning of the year, and then he just fell. Once he got the hyperextended left knee, it was just curtains, and we didn't really see Day'Ron again. But yeah, Rich, what is your opinion on Day'Ron's career? What do you think went wrong, or is it just the opportunities? What do you think, if you're Day'Ron Sharpe, what are you kind of telling yourself at this moment and stuff like that?
It's been kind of a mixture of both, speaking logically. There are things he could improve on. We know that. That's why he's been our backup center. We just signed Nick Claxton. Even with that, still Day'Ron Sharpe, we had no idea if he would be on the team. There were indications on a lot of trades like we talked about, but 15.1 minutes per game this past season. I'm sure he'll get more this upcoming season. My big thing with Day'Ron is just getting the time this year and staying healthy consistently. Let's have no bumps in the road. There's in the first 3 seasons, 32 games, 48 games, 61 games. This past year was the most he played.
Yeah.
The most he played. It's been a mixture of both. We still know that the offense is not there. The offense is not there. We still have to the fouling, could be better in the
Yeah,
piece where to be on defense.
yeah,
But we know that the rebounding is a very good part in his game, and he's a very high energy player, and we need that.
yeah,
But this will be the year really to dictate. He'll definitely be our backup center, but this will be the year where he should get minutes and where it's like, do we hold on to him? He should get his chance, but we got to look at if he's gonna get better offensively and the defense too, just knowing where he's at. But there's also things that he's good at. We knew what we drafted him for, the rebounding and stuff, and
yeah.
that's still there. He's a very good rebounder, but it's just a matter of everything else coming together.
Yeah, I think it's like he should have been developed a little bit better. I mean, coming into the league, like I said, I remember like that first year, he had some issues with catching the ball. He just had some weird issues like catching the ball. He needed to do work on post moves, just being more of a threat. And I think where Clax, we saw like him and Clax, people were thinking like, oh, Daron's going to take over. Clax kind of took that leap when he just kind of changed his game. Well, the defensive leap was there when he was healthy, and then the offensive leap, Clax kind of started being more working on his post moves, transition. Clax was taking it out, dribbling, Euro step.
Cardio too, that's huge. That the cardio thing is huge too. You were able to see some in a lot of
Yeah,
those games where Daron was just tired.
yeah. Daron had to like I said, he just has to be, I think, a better in the post. He's got to be more of a threat on offense. I know his pinpoint of the game is like, okay, I gotta get in and get boards, get offensive rebound. But if he becomes more of a threat on offense, and then we've seen him not afraid to take threes at times because he does shoot threes occasionally, and sometimes they go in.
Shoots more
That's
than
good.
Claxton.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good. Start doing that more and start developing that three. But if that three is not hitting, you need something in the post, a go-to move, get in the post, or be more of a threat offensively. I think that's where you start to make a little bit more of a progress, because this is a make it or break it for me for Daron, because next year he'll be a restricted free agent, just like Cam Thomas. The Nets, I'm pretty sure, only have one priority, and I think they're going to prioritize Cam Thomas and not really prioritize Daron. And that's because we have so much draft picks. We're going to be able to draft a center, another center, another guy. So it's like, I don't,
We already have Nick
Daron,
Claxton too.
yeah,
Already signed him to a big
we already
extension.
signed
He's
Clax.
already
So
not going to be our starting center from our
yeah,
idea.
and don't get me wrong, we love Daron. We love Daron, but it's like if you're coming from this from a business standpoint, the Nets are most likely not going to pay him. And you got to get. He's going to be restricted. You got to get value from him because there's going to be teams that will take a flyer on him. Like I said, he still was a what sixth? What was his pick? 18th. He was at least a
Yeah,
18th pick. Yeah, a 21st. I
yeah,
think it
no,
was
yeah, no. So Daron Sharpe was picked 29th, but still
29th. Okay,
he
first
was
round pick.
picked
He's still a
first
first
round.
round pick.
He was a first
You,
round pick right after Cam Thomas. Followed
yeah,
followed him right up.
yeah. You still could probably get like some type of value for him because he's what is he 22? So he's still so
And
young.
he can
He's still,
read there, and he has we know he has skills too, but that's
yeah,
that's the thing too that I also wanted to mention. We know that things are there, but the reason why it is a make or break year, we've waited quite a bit. We're going on year 4 here,
yeah,
but we're also going to have we mentioned the coaching being an issue too. That was also a thing we all had to look at in terms of
yeah,
development, and I'll give that to Dayron as well. I can give him that. But this is the break. This is why it's a make or break year. We have Jordy Fernandez. We're in our rebuild. This is the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
This is the
And then
time.
like
I hope it all goes well. I mean, we know what he can be, and we didn't move off of him. So all we can hope for is the best, right?
yeah.
But just gotta look out for
I
stuff.
think team seed, like Daron's still 6'9", big body. He's only 22. What is he, 22, 23? He still has value. He still has value in this league because the Grizzlies were calling about him. The Grizzlies called and they talked. The reports came out that the Grizzlies were interested in Daron, and I feel like
That's
Daron
for
in a
better.
different, yeah, Daron in a different situation than the Nets. It could possibly make him take that leap if he's in another team, better a good development coach, good he can develop his game. I think it would be he'll have a higher ceiling on a different team than the Nets right now. Unfortunately, because how the money works, I don't think the Nets are going to prioritize paying Daron when they have to pay Cam Thomas, and that Cam Thomas bag could be pretty big. You already paid
And
Clax.
he might have a chance
Yeah,
to start on another team
yeah,
where he's getting a
exactly.
chance.
Yeah,
It's like I said, it's already a clear indicator where where we kind of know this guy's probably not, it's not going to be starting.
yeah,
We just signed our starting center to a
mm,
4-year contract.
yeah,
So there's nothing, we don't think we're going to keep him no matter what.
For the long term, yeah. Like I said, I'm a Dayron fan. Like I want Dayron to do good, and I wish him the best. But I don't think he's going to be, here for the long term. Unfortunately, let us know in the comments what do you guys think about Dayron Sharpe. Let us know. Do you guys think we should keep Dayron? Do you think the Nets should pay Dayron after this year, or do you think he's just going to unfortunately trying to trade or fall by the wayside? Let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts on Dayron Sharpe? Again, hit that like button for us. Instagram, Nets Kingdom 1, and check out the articles on netskingdom.net. We'll be back. Thank you guys for watching.